Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game, man. I forgot to talk about this, man. There's a lot of rappers that's been on the case of T-Pain, and rightfully so, because T-Pain, went on some podcast, or it was a radio show, and basically, he was basically trying to justify, Snitch 9, being a snitch. And talking about, he a tell and all that type of shit. And basically, well, he got a family and all that type of shit. Well, you know what? It's like this, man. When you choose to participate in that lifestyle, you know what's at stake. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I used to participate in that lifestyle. Now, I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? I was off and on for a minute, But I got out of that lifestyle when my son was born. Now, off and on, I dipped and dabbled, but I never did nothing permanently. But I knew the consequences if I got caught. I can't sit up here and say, oh, well, I got a son, please don't send me to jail and all that shit. You know what the judge gonna say? They gonna say your son or your kid should have been the reason why you shouldn't have been doing this shit. And I knew this was gonna happen too, because see, this is what you call where the mouse pad mobsters are in full effect, where they condone this type of behavior. But at the end of the day, y'all need to sit y'all asses down. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, y'all motherfuckers ain't from the streets, and stop pretending you from the streets. It is a code of the streets. You get caught, you get caught. You on your own. You don't give up no names. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes when I watch the first 48, I get disgusted when I see how weak some of them niggas that be on the first 48. I'm talking about they crack under pressure. I mean, it'd be disgusting because, like I said, I done seen a couple of episodes of the first 48. I already told you, when a nigga asks for a cigarette, when he starts saying, can I get a cigarette? He finna drop down. I seen one episode of the first 48 where this nigga was eating lobster. They gave this nigga lobster and steak and some wine and shit. I know some of y'all seen that episode of the first 48. That nigga was telling on everybody. Then it was one nigga that I seen on the first 48. I ain't gonna say what state he was from, because I don't want niggas to be saying I'm state tripping and all that shit. But I seen one nigga on the first 48. As soon as the police officer walked in, as soon as the detective walked in the motherfucking interrogation room, the nigga said, I'm ready to make a deal. The nigga didn't even know what they had on. I'm talking about soon as the cop walked in there, he said, I'm ready to make a deal. Nah, man. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you are one of those dudes that was on the first 48, I am serious as fuck. And you are subscribed to my channel, unsubscribe, please. And if I find out that you have been on the first 48, I'm going to block you, and first I'm going to cut you out. So I'm giving you fair warning. If you have been on the first 48, and you are a subscriber to my channel, you need to leave right now, because I'm going to roast your ass if I find out that you have been on that show. But nevertheless, that's what I'm talking about. You get those type of dudes don't get no respect, man, because it's like this, man. You get caught, man. You gotta, you just gotta suck that time in, man. You just gotta suck it up. You gotta take that time on the chin and shit. And see, now people like trying to justify that shit because they fanboys and shit. But like I said, most of the people that like that dude is a mark like him anyway. They marks and they phonies and shit. Because it's more mouse pad mobsters on the internet than it is like real dudes on the internet. Because it'd be funny, man. You get these dudes that be on the internet and shit that be trying to argue about how, authentic a dude is. You got a dude that's from like Iowa and shit, and they sitting up hollering about, oh, so he ain't a real Crip, he ain't this, he ain't that. How the fuck you know? You get a lot of that. Oh, he not a real blood. How the fuck you know? Where you from? Iowa? Where you from? North Dakota? What color are you? White? How the fuck you know? But you get a lot of that on YouTube with these dudes that try to be the online street cred authenticator. And you motherfuckers don't got no street cred yourself. So of course, you gonna think it's cool for what homeboy did. Because your bitch ass ain't from the streets. And you trying to pretend that you are. But yeah, T-Pain went out like a sucker. Nah, it wasn't T.I., it was T-Pain. But he went out like a sucker, man. I mean, he just sounded like a complete mark, and that's why people was roasting him like, man, come on, man. You don't tell no shit like that, man. You don't say no shit like that on the air, man. There ain't no such thing as justified snitching, man. There ain't no such thing. See, that now they're trying to make snitching with a clause in it. There ain't no clause in snitching. Once a snitch, always a snitch. And I'm not finna let you motherfuckers get away with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna let you clowns get away with that shit. Nah, it don't work like that, man. There ain't no such thing as justified snitching or circumstantial snitching. If you a snitch, you a snitch. And I'm talking about on some street shit. I ain't talking about on no law. I ain't talking about on no shit like, you know, some other shit pertaining to like boxing and all that type of shit. You sound like a moron when you say stupid shit like that. Once again, you showing you ain't no street dude. So you need to stop. But real talk, man, T-Pain deserved to get roasted because, like I said, man, he sounded like a real clown saying that shit, man, and trying to justify that shit, man. And I don't know why people caper for this dude, but like I said, it once again shows the weakness of black men to a certain degree, and why a lot of people don't respect us, and why people feel like they can disrespect us on a regular basis, because we sit up here and defend people like that dude. That dude, like I said, I can't stand that dude. Okay, that dude is a culture vulture. This is a non-black dude, like I said, that was sitting up making toxic music. This is a dude that pleaded guilty and took a plea to basically sexual assault. And basically, people was okay with that dude. And this is a dude that allegedly was beaten up and sexually assaulting his BM or child's mother. But people okay with that, and that was something that was overlooked. And like I said, this dude promoted toxic hip hop, poisonous hip hop, and he promoted violence against black men. And he's not even black. And the thing is, when I try to point this out, that's what I don't understand about black men to a certain degree. Like I said, when y'all show y'all weak behavior towards certain subjects, you justify the people like Cynthia G who say all that ridiculous, stuff about black dudes and stuff, and some other people, the Christian and Karazans and those type of people in the world. So basically, you justify that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, y'all need to stop, man, because it's not a good look, man. Real talk. So, I'm just keeping it 100, man, But anyway, man, this your boy, Town Business, man. I'm out.